Evo moment number 37, aka the Daigo parry, aka that YouTube clip I use to explain what I do for a living to my extended family. The Daigo parry is considered to be one of the most iconic moments in fighting games and has been immortalized and referenced in more things than I can remember. And now, it's a sneaker. Now, I've never spent more than $70 on a sneaker before. My penchant for running around venues with large cameras, coupled with a crippling addiction to Dance Dance Revolution, means I lean towards functionality more than style when it comes to footwear. But after hearing about the bizarre circumstances behind these shoes and having Markman walk me through their design at EVO 2022, well, I just had to grab myself a pair. Pitched in 2019, the shoe would be completed in 2020 and then promptly disappear from the collective consciousness of the FGC. Not all that surprising, because 2020 was a fucked up year. The rise of COVID-19, widespread protests against police brutality, and EVO 2020 Online being cancelled amidst sexual misconduct allegations against its CEO. What was surprising was finding out that not only did these shoes actually make it to market, but they had been out for quite a while, with sales dating back to February 2021. It wasn't until a fan had tagged Justin Wong on Twitter about the shoe that people had started to take notice. While giving me a tour of the Arcade Stick Museum at EVO 2022, a video on that which is coming soon, so get subscribed to know when it's live, Markman gave me an exclusive breakdown of the shoe's design language and how they connect to such an iconic fighting game moment.
This is the Air Force One inspired by EVO Moment 37. This is a product that was supposed to come out, but didn't really have a release date due to the pandemic. However, Nike silently released it to their outlet stores, and fighting gamers started taking notice, and they've actually figured it out that it is a homage to EVO Moment 37. So this doesn't have all of the elements that was originally planned for it, but one of the things that it came with was this canvas bag with a famous catchphrase, "It's not over till it's over." And you guys might remember that from a famous match of Justin Wong as he played Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Never over till it's over. Never over till it's over.
But really what makes this shoe reference the fighting game community and a celebration of fighting games is the subtle design language around the sneaker. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. So obviously EVO Moment 37, you guys know, the iconic moment where Chun-Li was pressuring against Ken, and Ken ended up pulling off the miraculous comeback, parrying the entire super, finishing with the super art, and ended up winning that round. So those elements are actually throughout the sneaker, and I wanna talk about that. So first and foremost, on the heel, there's that double Nike swoosh and Nike Air sign that is mimicking the KO sign when you knock somebody out in a round of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. The lace doubre where it says Air Force One is actually in reference to the shining super meter that is built up over time before you unleash a super attack. The white canvas is in reference to Ken's gi. Aside from that, you can see kind of like the shadow effect of the swoosh, which emulates the shadow effect that you get when Chun-Li is doing her super attack. There's these blue touches here on the midsole for the air, which is also a reference to the super meter. But as you can see, one of the most important parts of that sequence was the parry. And you can see in the top lace loop here, it's actually a sparked animation of what the parry is in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. But the most obvious note for what this is in the tongue tag. If you look at the back here, you can see the sequence of EVO Moment 37 where Daigo parried the first 7 hits, the second 7 hits. He jumped, parried the last hit, and ended up with the landing combo into the super. So that's pretty much what this is. And you know, it really was meant to be a celebration of the community. Obviously it ended up not happening, but one of the cool things that I want to talk about is the community found out the shoe was out there in the wild. They started buying up the pairs and they wanted it because it is a memento of something that we love. So everyone that got a pair, lots of love to you guys. I'm glad that you guys were able to get one. And hopefully Nike sees this one day and they're able to do something else for the fighting community, because I think the potential's out there.
So, thinking about grabbing yourself a pair? Let me know what you think about these shoes and the stories behind them in the comments below. And as always, many thanks to our patrons for making videos like these possible. If you'd like to support what we're doing here, consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/holdbacktoblock, or buy yourself some merch, or even check out our new Discord. And I'll see you in the next video. Until then.